We got one! Don't be scared, little fella. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna take you back to the ranch and fatten you up on some carrots and lettuce. I'm gonna have to find a name for you, fella. Easy, girl, whoa. Okay, everybody. Easy, Flicka. Hold still. Mister, could you help me, please? My horse got caught in a big trap, and I can't get her loose.
Sounds pretty serious. Where's your horse?
Just over the ridge.
Well, come on.
Come on, girl.
Lucky for her, it wasn't one of the old type killer traps. She'd had a broken leg. It's all right, though. Just a bruise. And a lesson on animal traps.
I've never seen Flicka do that before.
Do what?
Be so friendly with a stranger.
I'll tell you a secret. I get along better with horses than I do with people.
Me, too. My name's Ken McLaughlin.
I know you can. I'm Jed Colton.
Meet my friend, Flicka.
Glad to know you, too.
I sure do thank you for saving Flicka, Mr. Colton.
Call me Jed, huh? You better walk her up and down a little bit. Get the stiffness out of her leg. Not here. Over there.
Come on, girl.
And watch out for the other traps.
Yes, sir. She feels better already. Say, you're new around here, aren't you?
Yep. Just got here the other day. Other fella, myself, bedding down in the line shack. This country seems like a good place to put on some roots.
Sure is. My dad owns a goose bar.
That's so? Here, have some rock candy.
Oh, thanks. Say, that's a Colt 6-shooter.
Yep, that it is. Where'd you learn about guns?
Mostly from books. Golly, 8 notches.
Yeah. Man who sold it to me, he said it used to belong to a famous outlaw.
An outlaw? Do you know which one?
Oh, never thought to ask.
I'll bet you're a pretty good shot.
Well, see that?
You mean my rabbit trap?
Huh? Watch it.
Jiminy!
Just so you don't get the wrong idea, Ken, I didn't make those notches. Used to be with a Wild West show, Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill?
Hmm? Gave it up, though. Not my kind of life. I'm hoping to settle down, place my own, raise a family. First, though, gotta find a job, make some money.
Say, Mr. Colton, I mean, Jed, my dad has been looking for an extra hand to help around the ranch.
Could he use 2 men?
I don't know, but why don't you come around this afternoon and see him after he gets back from town? Our ranch is just the other side of that hill.
Say, I'll do that. As soon as my partner comes back.
Say, Jed, would you teach me that trick you just did?
Well, you're a little young to be trying tricks with guns. Here's something you can practice, though. Stand, Corky.
I could never learn to do that.
Sure you could. As soon as your legs get a little longer. So long.
Jiminy, Flicka. Do you think my legs will ever get that long?
Rob! Mr. Washburn's been hurt.
Hey, got a job lined up for us. Goose Bar Ranch. Met the owner's boy. Says his dad is looking for help. Well, count me out. I'm pulling up stakes right now. So we agreed to stick around here. We could find a job. Not me. I'm heading south for Minton City. Don't see why you're leaving so sudden like. Well, just say I don't like this neck of the woods. Hey, you left your jacket. Yeah, you can have it if you want to. Call it a going away present. Thanks. This is a horn somersault.
Oh, good! Now do the shoulder stand again. Oh, good!
Good one.
That's a double bull. Oh, he dropped his hat. That's nothing. Pick it up on the way back, Jed. That's it, Jed. Ride him. Good. Here comes Dad. Hang on, Dad.
Yep.
What's going on here, son?
His name's Jed Colton, and he used to be with the Wild West Show, and he saved Flicka from an animal trap, and he's looking for a job, Dad.
Now, wait a minute. One thing at a time.
Well, you see, it's like this. I went out to look at my rabbit traps, and as I was taking a rabbit out, Flicka stepped in a big animal trap. And if it hadn't have been for my new friend Jed, Flicka might still be caught in the trap. You've just got to give him a job, Dad. Will you? Please?
Well, I don't know, son. That depends.
He seems like a real fancy rider.
Oh, he can do all kinds of tricks. Come on. Come on, I'll introduce you. Dad! Dad! I want you to meet my dad.
All right.
I'm Ken's father. This is Mrs. McLaughlin.
Ken's told us all about you. He's quite an admirer of yours.
Well, it's mutual. This fellow's looking for a job, Captain. He's pretty handy with a horse.
Fine. We could use an extra hand around here.
Well, I could sure use a job.
All right? You'll start tomorrow morning. $30 a month in pounds.
Fine. I'll ride up to the line shack and get my things.
Can I go with you, Jed?
Sure. Sorry, with your folks.
Can I, Dad?
What happened to your jacket, Colton?
What do you mean?
That pocket. How'd it get torn?
Tell you the truth, I don't know. Why do you ask?
The general store in Cooley Springs was held up this morning. The owner was hit on the head and badly hurt. The man who did it was wearing a jacket like that and riding a horse just like yours.
What's that got to do with me? Wait a minute. So that's why Stevens gave me this jacket. Why he was in such a hurry to get away. Cass Stevens is the man you want. He went into town early today. He rides a horse just like mine. Black gelding with a white face.
I think you better tell your story to the sheriff. Gus, get his gun.
Gosh, Dad. You don't think Jed's lying, do you?
I don't say he is, and I don't say he isn't. That's up to the sheriff to decide.
You're making a mistake. I had nothing to do with this. You ought to go after Cass Stevens.
You better get in the rig.
I believe you, Jed. I believe you.
Thanks, Ken. I'm glad somebody does.
I know he's telling the truth. I know it. Dad, what happened? Where's Jed?
He's in jail, son.
In jail? But, Dad, he shouldn't be in jail. He's innocent.
I know how you feel, son, but Ned Washburn was pretty sure Jed was the man that held up his store. That's all I can tell you.
Where you going, Ken? Up to the line shack to get Jed's things. What for? He's gonna need them while he's in jail. Can I go with you? I'd like to help Jed, too. I guess so. But hurry up. Somebody's lost a horse. Come on, Hildy. Never saw that brand before. We better take him with us. The owner ought to be around here somewhere. Come on. Hildy! That looks like smoke. Jiminy, I wonder if it could be. Could be what, Ken? That fella Stevens. The man Jed was traveling with. Don't you remember? Jed said he was riding a black gelding with the same markings as Corky. You think Stevens is in there? I don't know, but I'm gonna go have a look. You stay here and keep out of sight. Be careful, Ken. And he's been hurt. I bet you it's Stevens and this is his horse. I'm scared, Ken. What'll we do? I'm gonna ride into town. Now, tell the sheriff. You take that horse back to the ranch. Tell Dad where I've gone. I'll be home as quick as I can.
Going out for a little while, Colton. Anything you want me to bring you?
Yeah. Yeah, a hacksaw and a gun.
Might be safer all around if I just brought you some tobacco, huh?
Oh, that's nice of you, but I don't smoke. Stevens is in Minton City.
No, he isn't. He's up at the line shack. I saw him.
How do you know it was Stevens?
We found his horse. It had the same markings as Corky.
Ken, did you get a look at the horse's brand?
Yeah, Bar Y.
Bar Y. Could be Stevens' horse. Maybe you did see him.
Now they'll believe you, won't they, Jed?
Maybe so, Ken. You go and find the sheriff, somewhere around town, and hurry.
I'll find him.
Flicka. Here, girl. Come here.
Get away.
Now, hold your horses, Ken. I've heard all about this Stevens from your friend Colton himself. It don't sound very convincing to me.
But I know I saw him, Sheriff.
Well, there's something wrong. The door's open.
He's gone!
Wonder where he got this rope.
Gosh, Sheriff, that's mine. It was on Flicka's saddle.
Yours?
Flicka's gone, too. Jed must have taken her.
Your rope and your horse. Aiding a criminal to escape is serious business, Ken.
I didn't help him, Sheriff. Honest, I didn't.
You get on home, Ken. Tell your father I'll be out to see him later.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna get some men and go after Colton.
But he'll be up at the Bear Mountain line shack looking for Stevens.
My guess is that Colton's headed for the state line. And you helped him get away.
Glad to see you, Jed. Not as glad as I am to see you. Thought you'd be in Minton City by now. Had an accident. Lost my horse. I thought maybe you'd help me find him. Where you been? In jail. Thanks to you for holding up the general store. If it hadn't been for a kid and his horse, I'd still be there. You're out of your mind. I was, when I wore the leather jacket you gave me. That did the trick. I'm taking you into the sheriff, Cash. Thanks for bringing me the horse, Jed. And don't try to be a hero or you'll be a dead one.
I told the sheriff I had nothing to do with it, but he wouldn't believe me. Now I know how Jed felt.
I believe your story, son. I'm sure you didn't help Colton escape. But he took advantage of your friendship.
It's Flicka! She's back! What did I tell you? Jed sent her home. Oh, Flicka, are you all right? What happened to Jed? Where is he?
He's been rolled.
Well, Jed must have done it. And she threw him.
Gus, saddle up. Jed, get me out of here. All right, Cass. Pull on that.
Come on, Dad. Jed, it was Stevens, and you caught him.
Thanks to you and your friend Flicka. She threw him just where it did the most good.
Jed.
Come on, Ken.
Stand still, Flicka. Absolutely still. Just like Jed said, or this won't work.
I only hope we can make it up to you for all the trouble we've caused you.
It was worth it, having a boy like Ken be my friend.
We're mighty proud of him. I wish I could say as much for myself. As soon as you're well enough, there'll be plenty of work around here for you.
One of my first jobs would be teaching Ken a few tricks.
Looks like he's up to one right now.
Now stand, Flicka.
He may not have the legs for it, but he sure has the head.